Yo, what is up, you guys? Apex Boom. Welcome to another video. As I always say and always will say, today we have two separate drops. First is the Nike Kobe Protro 4 Black Mambas that dropped on Undefeated. RIP to the GOAT. And then after that we have the Air Jordan Retro 12 Easter lows that dropped today as well on foot sites and other sites as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first drop of the day, we have the Nike Kobe Protro 4s that dropped on Undefeated at 8:24 PST. Once again, RIP to one of the GOATs and everyone that was affected by the tragedy last year. It's very unfortunate. But for this release right here, I didn't know what to really expect. I know I wasn't going to try to go for multiples or anything like that. I was fine with one pair and one pair only. So that was my goal, was just to hit one pair and be done. So, of course, as you guys may have known, for those of you who went for the release, the queue was extremely thick. It was extreme, like very thick. So if you didn't start on time, there may have been a possibility that you didn't cop at all. Now, granted, the good thing is Undefeated restocked these literally for, I don't know, like what, a while actually. It kept on restocking. So you could have caught a restock if you wanted to, if you were just that diligent and were that motivated to actually get one if you really wanted one. But I started my task 5 minutes beforehand, of course, as always, because that's what you want to do, and just let them run. Then I was able to get 2 tasks through queue pretty early, and the other 3 were just still trying to get on and hopefully mosey on eventually so I could have more of a chance to actually cop. So while I was waiting, H capture popped up, and there were 2 different questions. The first one was, how many championship rings has Kobe won, of course, which is 5, and the other was, how many Olympic gold medals has Kobe won, which is 2. So after answering those 2 questions, I just let my task run. Now granted, I can't lie, when these questions popped up, it really threw me off guard, because you guys will notice in the bottom left hand corner of Balkobot, I forgot to turn off my delay override. So I kid you not, I checked out with a 10,000 millisecond delay. That was a complete error on my part. So I'm honestly even lucky I was able to hit anything. I'm not gonna complain, because I know this release was very hard. I mean, it's not like something, it wasn't a cakewalk, not by a long shot. So it was still very hard. So if you didn't cop, don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like, oh man, I didn't cop, I'm gonna suck. No, you just have to worry about what you have to do to improve your setup so you can cop next time. So I saw my H capture. Some of my tasks started trying to check out. A lot of them went to out of stock, which I thought was game over for me. I thought, well, it was fun. That was quick and painless. That was super duper quick. But no, my last task ended up going to submitting checkout and checking order. So when I saw that, I was still like on edge a little bit, because still checking order, you're literally right there at the finish line, but there's still a possibility that you may not hit anything. So I'm just waiting, I'm waiting. Then boom, I finally see checkout successful, and I got a black Mamba in a size 5. So I won't complain at all. After I hit that one, I was done. I was satisfied with the release, and that was it. That was the end of the release for me. How did it go for you guys? If you hit, how many did you hit? If you didn't hit, what can you do in the future to improve your setup? Because this is an ongoing process. Setups are always changing. But yeah, you guys, without further ado, why do I always say that? Yeah, let's go into the next release. Alright, here we have the second drop of the video. We have the Air Jordan 12 lows Easters that dropped today on Saturday, April the 3rd. Now, I will say this, I was going to straight up bypass this release altogether at first, but I figured might as well try to get a few pair, because why not? There could be, you know, lunch money, possibly $20-$30, who knows. But my goal was to stay between the size range of 11 and 13. Nothing below that, nothing above that. So did that. Let my task run. I decided to use Prism this time because it's been a while since I prioritized Prism, so I figured I need to show Prism some love. So that's exactly what I did, and boy, it did not disappoint. I will say that right now. So I started my task maybe about 5 minutes beforehand. I wouldn't recommend that because no queue was up, so you were completely fine to start literally 10 seconds beforehand if you wanted to. So I started my task. Then once the clock struck 0 and it was time to get the party started, boy, the party started all right. Now let me say this right now. I sort of kind of like set up for this release like last minute, so a lot of my cards were still merchant locked and they were already used in other places, but I didn't know that at the time. I just assumed they were still good because I'm like, you know what, this release is going to be something that is, this isn't the most hyped up pair of shoes, but at the same time I know there could still be some decent money to be made, maybe $20-$30 at most, I'm not sure. So I just used cards that I already had and I just assumed they were good, but unfortunately they were not good. I should have actually replaced those cards with fresh privacy cards, but like I said, I wasn't thinking. I was just like, you know what, let's go for this and let's see what can happen. Immediately, soon as I started carding, I carded maybe 3 or 4 pair, and I checked out 2 pair initially. And originally it was supposed to be like 5 or 6 pair initially, but privacy blocked a lot of my checkouts because they were either merchant locked, or B, they had already been it would be the same card trying to check out again. Those are the 2 main reasons why. I also had one hard card that I used that checked out no problem. The other was a privacy card. My other privacy cards that tried to check out, they were all, they were done for. I should have been more careful with that instead of actually replaced them, but I can't lie. My goal was to legit get like 5 pair at first. But I am happy I just settled with 2 because, you guys know how I am. I really like to go for high ticket items a lot of the times. I figure items like this, at least getting a lot of them, is more of a risk for me because you have to hold them. They'll always go up and appreciate in value, but a lot of the times I don't like to wait. I'm impatient. I would like to make my money ASAP. That's just me though. Everyone's different. So yeah, you guys, ended off with 2 pair. Initial goal was 5, but screw it, I'll take 2. But yeah, you guys, how'd you guys do for this release? I saw a lot of success amongst a lot of bots. So I hope everyone did exactly what they wanted to do and got as many pairs as they wanted. I know I didn't, but hey, I'll take what I can get. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. Yeah, you guys, I appreciate you guys for watching as always. There are a lot of changes coming to this channel very, very soon, and you'll see what I'm talking about when you see them. So until then, I will see you guys for the next video, which will be very, very soon. Deuces.